So this might be like kind of dumb, but I've decided I'm going to start doing like a new show segment where I sort of point my phone camera at things and waffle about pretty much anything. And today's thoughts are kind of, well, as you can see, there's been a fair amount of videos coming out over the past month or so. So just kind of really churning them out, or at least compared to what I usually do. And I've got a list of videos that actually need to be made, but unfortunately I can't show you that because it's on my phone, which I'm using to film. But there's a lot of them. And now there's two ways that today could go. Could either be I make a load of them, or I completely slack off, which, consider the following. Destination Linux has a new podcast episode. How could you expect me to work now? And speaking of podcasts, we got 2 episodes of a Libre Quest up. Well, we've got one up now, and there's another one coming soon. And I host both of them, so what podcast should you be subscribed to? Probably Libre Quest. Even the ones I don't host are pretty damn good in my opinion, and as you can see, it's in my podcast listening program, so highly recommended. Also, if anyone wants to know how a pre-editing Linux Lounge video looks, well, that's pretty much it. You have your script in the corner, you have all the videos, you have all the audio files, which I do try to label, usually numerically, but since in this last video I'm syncing up the audio and the video from the DSLR, the audio files are labeled pretty much exactly as they are. And now, because I've started using DaVinci Resolve free, because, well, GPU rendering is just so much faster, I unfortunately have to encode all the videos into a format that DaVinci Resolve will take, which is quite annoying. But yeah, usually when I'm editing in Kdenlive, all of this just goes straight into the video editor. Another thing that's kind of a staple of Linux Lounge videos is I tend to just make these little notes. Typically I'll actually have them on my phone, but since I'm recording like on a phone, you know, I kind of can't quite do the, you know, same thing as I would normally, so I've kind of got my normal notes in LibreOffice on my desktop, so I can see those. Gotta say, Lollipop is just kind of one of those programs that's just kind of perfect in every way. Like, I literally cannot pick fault with it, it's that good. Also, if you want an album recommendation, Imaginary Life, The Warriors. It's a very good album if you're into kind of punk or rock or things like that. Highly recommended. Kind of thinking if there would be any merit of kind of making these vlogs sort of LBRY exclusive, kind of have something that doesn't quite fit in my main channel, but you can kind of go and check it out if you want on LBRY. I don't know, if you have any thoughts about it, leave it in the comments below. My main kind of worry is locking people out of content because they don't use one platform or another, which isn't really something I want to do. Also, not to promote my LBRY too heavily, but if you would all can, go and check out my channel and several other YouTubers' channels on LBRY. YouTube as a whole is not that great, so if we can start moving people over to LBRY, that would be fantastic. And there's a lot of quite big name Linux YouTubers on here already, and by using LBRY, you benefit them a lot more than with YouTube. So definitely, if you haven't already, go and check out LBRY. This video, I think I should talk about my sort of Linux experience. Still on good old Arch Linux with the GNOME desktop and Dash-D panel, and I have to say it's still working very well. However, some notable things I've taken a look at recently are GhostBSD, which I very nearly installed were it not for the fact that Bluetooth actually does not seem to work all that well, or even at all on BSD. However, Linux Lounge nearly became BSD Lounge, so that's interesting. But I think that's pretty much all I've got to say for this vlog. Hopefully it wasn't too, you know, boring or dumb, and I will see you